Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Unboxed. So glad that you're joining us today. All right, so we really don't sometimes get to choose. A lot of times we don't get to choose our team. I know that from pastoral leadership, and I know that from being in nonprofit leadership. We don't get to choose our team; it's handed to us. And on our team can sometimes be difficult people. And so today I want us to really focus on how can I use these difficult people to gain clarity and focus and to actually become a better leader. Because difficult people, if you know what you're doing, can actually help you to be a better leader. So let's unbox that today. Stick around. We're going to unbox how to gain clarity and focus by dealing with and working with difficult people. I'm Dr. Robert Davis, family life educator and relationship coach. And welcome to Unboxed, a frank and straightforward conversation about relationships. We're going to talk about family, church, workplace, and all other types of relationships. Join me for the next few moments as we unbox the power and potential of relationships and help you to live your best life. Once again, welcome to Unboxed. Before we get started, would you please like, subscribe, and share? That's right, like, subscribe, and share. Okay, we're going to do something a little bit different today because I really want you to think about difficult people. And there's this new phenomenon that's becoming very popular about, throw up the deuces, leave. You shouldn't have to deal with toxic people. You don't want toxic people within your space. You are really hindering your own leadership growth when every time you are in a relationship with toxic individuals. And I'm not talking about a marriage relationship or a romantic relationship. I'm talking about in a workplace relationship. I'm talking about having, toxic people, quote unquote, toxic people who live next door, because of course, toxic is always relative. The person who views me as toxic, I probably view them as toxic. So it's relative. But having difficult people, toxic people in our proximity, in relationship, really does help us to sharpen the skills of leadership. And so today I'm going to do an exercise with you that I do with leaders. It's a meditation exercise. So I want to encourage you to get to a quiet place. If you're not able to be to a quiet place right now while you're watching this, make sure that you take note. You can always check out our podcast, but take note of this, put it under, save it under your favorites. And then I want you to come back. And when you have a chance to really be in a calm, quiet place, I want you to go through the exercise that we're going to do here today. This is going to be very beneficial. So let me tell you what the purpose of this exercise that we're going to do it. It's about a 4 or 5 minute exercise, meditation. It's a guided meditation that I want to do with you today. I'm not going to use any background music. I really just want you to get into a quiet place, okay? And I want you to get into a quiet space without having to have any props to get you there. So difficult individuals, and this is what I want you to do to kind of get prepared. I want you to really begin thinking about someone that you consider to be difficult, or someone, and I learned this today as in our one of our peer support groups. Sometimes it's not about the person being difficult, but their character and personality being difficult. So if the character or the personality, get that person in your mind, think about them, take a second and do that, and then let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and close and kill my screen. So that there's no distractions. I really want you to focus. You're in a quiet place. You are you're thinking, and your eyes are closed. You're trying to block out the world. Let's go ahead and let's do this together. Okay, so you're in a quiet place, and let's just take a few moments and breathe. And I want you to really focus on your breath. What does that mean? I want you to pay attention to how the oxygen of breath goes in through your nose and out of your mouth. Pay very close attention. If your mind starts to wander, just simply say breath and refocus on your breath. Let's do that for a few moments now. We're breathing deep and full, but we're not forcing it. We're just allowing the oxygen to come through our nose, to settle into our lungs, and to breathe out of our mouth. Notice how it flows through your body. Notice how it flows into your lungs. Just pay very close attention to the oxygen. Pay very close attention to your oxygen. Focus on your breathing. Let's breathe in very deep one last time. Let's hold it for 5 seconds. And then let's breathe all the way out until we cannot breathe out any longer. Okay. I want you to think about that person that you have difficulty with. It can be someone from your workplace team. It can be a family member, a neighbor. It can be a church member. I want you to think about them. I want you to think about that individual and put them in your mind right now. Now that you have a picture of them in your mind, I want you to imagine your last difficult interaction with them. Imagine your last difficult interaction with them. Play it out in your mind. What happened, what was said, what led up to it. Now I want you to observe your body language, your tone of voice, and your volume. Looking back at that last situation, try to have an out of body experience and observe yourself. Observe your body language, your tone of voice, as well as your volume. Observe the emotions you were feeling. Now I want you to do something. In a calm, non-anxious voice, I want you to tell the other person, this difficult person, what type of relationship you would like to have with them. Be as clear and specific as possible. And don't say, I don't want to be bothered with you anymore, just leave me alone. No. In an ideal world, in a perfect world, what type of relationship would you like to have with them? Now, in a calm, non-anxious voice, share with them what you are committed to doing to change the relationship dynamics. That's right. Tell them what you are committed to doing. Don't worry about what they do. Just tell them what you're going to do, the part that you're going to play, the role that you're going to take up in order to improve the relationship dynamics. Be as clear and specific as possible. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to think about what you share with this person and the guiding principles that guide your life, your core values. And I want you to breathe in right now with deep breaths. Breathe in all your values and guiding principles as if they're out there, and you're going to breathe them into your body, breathe them into your mind, breathe in all of your values and guiding principles. And then I want you to breathe out all your frustration and difficulties in this particular situation, or in this particular relationship, rather. Breathe in all of your values. Do that about 3 or 4 times. Breathe in all your values. Breathe out all your frustrations. One last time. Breathe in all of your values. Breathe out all of your frustrations. You see, working with difficult people and doing exercises like this, where we actually pay more attention to how we're showing up in the relationship, how we're showing up in the dynamics, really does help to put into perspective the type of leader that we want to be. Listen, we're going to continue and pick up from this the next time. But right now, I hope that this exercise will be beneficial. I went through it rather quickly, so you might want to go back, pause it from time to time, spend additional moments thinking through these things as we work together to unbox the power and the potential of your leadership, and to unbox the power and the potential of all relationships. I'll see you next time.
Seasoned with Grace, Unboxed also provides healthy relationship training and leadership development for businesses, churches, and community organizations. For a free consultation to discuss your team's needs, please contact us at our website at swg-unboxed.org. That's swg-unboxed.org.